Welcome to Two Cool Moms. I'm Joe Gatto.
I'm Steve Byrne.
And also, I don't know if you realized, I've redecorated.
Joe, you're the MacGyver.
I wanted to get a little height to our plant, so I grabbed a mic stand and I just put this little plant on there, and that was it.
You're always improvising. You're always creating.
I'm a creative type. I was always that way. I loved to build. When I was little, I played with Legos.
We never had these Star Wars Legos things. It was just like you just got blocks
And good luck to you.
built, and that's it.
Put it in your mind. What do you want to make? You want to make a pirate ship? Here's 1,000 blocks of different sizes and colors. Good luck to you.
It looks like shit.
Unbelievable.
It's going to look
worst.
horrible.
Now they look like art.
It's unbelievable.
You know what I'm sitting on, which I'm really excited to build, which I haven't built yet? I bought the typewriter. I went to Legoland up in New York. They're big, like Legoland Park.
Nerd alert. You got the typewriter?
I got the typewriter. It looks awesome. Yeah. My favorite thing I put together so far was the Adidas shoe. Did you get that one? The Adidas shoe is sick.
I've really seen that. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
My son loves all the Star Wars stuff.
Of course.
But the thing that stinks is like you're playing with it and then it's breaking within you spend 3 days building the damn thing, and in literally 10 minutes something falls off and he's just crying. It's just like you got to crazy glue this shit.
You do. You got to do that spray. They do that
is that
acrylic
what it is?
spray. It's like a sealant.
No, is there?
Yeah, they have a spray. It's like
Really?
a palm olive. Not palm olive, like a
There's
Pam,
like a Lego
cooking
spray and it keeps it together.
Cooking spray. Yeah, it's a silicone adhesive that just.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got a little bit of everything. You gotta be careful.
I'll just spray it on my son's eyes.
There you go. That's the way. And he'll keep him closed
Now you don't
so he
cry.
can't see a break when he plays. That's what I was saying. Some of the stuff's out of control though. Like that, right? They're crazy.
Well, I mean, there's some sets that are like $800 to build the Millennium Falcon. It's like, who's this for? Like
for adults with money now.
Yeah.
It's not for kids anymore.
But the kid sees it and the kid wants it. It's
and then
like,
he cries. He can't do it.
$800 on that thing.
Yeah. Did you ever get into Playmobil when you were younger, or was it all Lego?
All Lego.
All Lego.
You know, you get that on your birthday from a shitty friend.
Yeah, 100%. It's like the Playmobil.
GoBots. Transformers, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm too poor. My parents can't buy it for me. I need to get it from an outside source. Yeah,
Were you Playmobil?
No, I had bought.
They even had a Playmobil movie that bombed.
Yes.
Yeah.
After they tried to jump on that Lego action, didn't work out. Everything was not awesome for Playmobil.
That's right.
I did. That's the theme song was "Everything's Okay." They did. My nephew really liked pirates, and it was his. So I'm living in L.A. This is the Christmas of '04. I'm living in L.A. I surprised the fam. I come home for Christmas, right? I knew my nephew loved pirates. I buy this big pirate ship, Playmobil pirate ship action. Boom, put it right. I got it. I'm sleeping at my sister's house in Jersey, Manalapan, New Jersey. I'm sleeping at my sister's house that night. And I'm flying out the next morning, Christmas Day. I'm flying back because I got to get back to Nordstrom. I got to get back to Nordstrom. I got to sell for the men's sale.
Yeah.
Starts December 26th every year, right? So I'm flying out. So I'm like, all right, I got to fly. I got to do Christmas. We did Christmas. It was great. I give my nephew the big Playmobil thing. He's like, oh my God, flips out. This is awesome. What a great pirate ship. We'll have so much fun playing. I open it, 47,000 pieces. It's got to get put together. I'm like, all right. I was like, buddy, I will play with it in the morning before I leave for the airport. I promise you. Okay, you promise, Uncle Joe? I promise. Uncle Joe doesn't break promises. Okay, fine.
No, you built
We sit there, right? We sit there. We're playing. We end up, we're eating our fourth meal, playing cards with the family, the aunts and uncles, my sisters, hanging out, whatever. 1 o'clock. It's time to go to bed. I look over and there's the fucking box, and I go, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I look, and God bless my brother-in-law, Vinny.
Yeah.
I go, I said, Vin, Uncle Joe doesn't break promises.
No, you did it?
He goes, oh, come on, I'll help you. So we sit there, we start putting it together. Holy shit. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. I started at 1:45 in the morning, and I finished because we were laughing so hard, and we were like trying to eat, and we were delusional, and we were just hanging out, and everybody ended up staying up because I was only home for 48 hours, and I was going back. I finished it at like 3:45 in the morning. Like it took me over like 2 hours to take, maybe just 4 o'clock. I close my eyes at 5:30. My nephew wakes up and he fucking comes over and he pokes me and he's like, Uncle Joe, can we play with the pirates? And I played with him with pirates.
No
with him
way, really?
Yeah, Sal, until that happened. But I always laugh because you had to put everything together, everything.
Sure.
So they don't even put the parrot together. The parrot that sits on the guy's shoulder is 5 pieces. You got to connect the beak to the head, to the wing, and to the foot action. I'm like, you can't put the fucking bird together for me? Like, nobody's having fun putting a bird together. It took us forever. Because you had to string the sails.
You're a good man.
You had to string the sails.
Really?
Oh, my God. I want
But
to
I'm sure it looked awesome.
Oh, it didn't.
No?
No, but I didn't put it together correctly. I was just getting through it at that point. On the box, it looked phenomenal. I think he even gave it a moment where he was like, this doesn't necessarily look like that, but I like laid on the charm of like, oh, let's swashbuckle. You know, but yeah, we always tell a story about don't buy those. Don't promise to put those together.
The worst is like when you know, I remember Billy Gardell. Billy Gardell got me back good because his son was like into something. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to get him this Lego set. And I knew Billy was like complaining about it. So I was like, okay, well, now I'm going to give your son a thing, but it's a chore for you.
Right.
So I gave it to him. He's like, oh, you motherfucker. So him and his son put this thing together. It took him like 2 days. And then he's like, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you back. Mm-hmm. And then he sent my daughter a kitchen, like the outdoor kitchen thing.
Yes.
On Christmas.
Yep.
And my daughter freaked out. And it was wrapped. I didn't see what it was. And he had, delivered it and whatever. He's got that Mike and Molly money.
Right.
And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. Now I got to get, and I had to get tools and Allen wrench, my own screwdriver and stuff. That probably took me an hour and a half to put together.
The worst. Yeah. The worst. I did, the drum set was a thing back and forth with me and my sister. Oh. So my sister Gina, I bought drums for my nephew, right? And this is, I mean, my oldest nephew is 25 years old, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like a 21-year-old uncle, right? 22-year-old uncle, whatever. And so I buy my sister drums. She's like, I'm gonna get you. She's like, you're gonna get drums back. I said, I'm never having kids. Don't even worry about it. Whatever. So Remo's 4th birthday, I think it was. He has the drum set. Did he play? Yeah, he banged on it for a bit. We kept it in his room. But yeah.
Did you keep up with it all?
That's it. No, he's terrible.
No,
he's terrible. He's terrible. He's got
that was honest.
He's got he's terrible. My daughter's a little musically inclined, but not me.
Did you ever play?
Never.
Nothing.
I could bang out a harmonica tune if I had to. A ukulele I could pluck around if I'm forced.
Really?
Tambourine I crush. Anything that's simple.
But a ukulele you have to know some chords.
No, you just pluck and pretend.
No, you don't pluck and pretend. You got to know how to play a little bit.
I sing Hawaiian.
You sing Hawaiian?
Yeah, Hawaiian.
Oh, please. What does it sound like?
I don't want to do it for you.
Tiny bubbles. All right, here we go.
No, I sing Hawaiian.
Coming to us from Abby.
Abby.
You ready?
Abby's writing in to 2 Cool Moms on our Instagram. That's how you get questions in, and we'd love to help you out. Go ahead.
Hey, mamas. A question for y'all. What is your perfect self-care day?
Oh, I love a good massage. I do a massage.
Yeah?
Big on a DTM, deep tissue massage. I love a good spa day.
Do you ever do the rocks?
I do a hot rock. I got into the hot rocks.
They just put a rock on you and it's hot?
I got into the hot rocks that's what I thought too, but it really does change the experience. I got into a hot rock about 4 years ago by accident. I didn't realize that I booked it, the hot rock one. So she comes out and I'm already down. I'm down. I'm in the cradle. Cat's in the cradle with the silver spoon, like this, right? I'm laying there. All of a sudden, I feel a with a hot towel and towel on the back. I'm like, what is this about? This normally doesn't happen to the DTM. This is like some hot rock action. And then you hear the clank of the rocks going, and then she starts doing that, and I'm like, her hands are really hot.
Yeah,
I didn't realize she had hot rocks in her hands, and then she did the whole thing. It was phenomenal.
So they
use their rock instead of their roll.
Oh, so they're just drilling you with a rock.
With a hot rock. And it gets that deep hot rock action. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I like it. You don't do massages though. You don't like when strangers touch you.
I don't like massages at all. It's not my thing.
Have you gotten one?
I've had massages over the course of my life, yeah.
From who?
From like the spas
people,
and
like
stuff.
Spas?
Yeah, like a gift card, and I'm like, okay, I'll go.
Go, give it a shot.
I do it. I'm just like, I just don't like it.
The problem is the attitude you're walking in the door with. That's not a very zen attitude. You're like, oh God, I'll do it if I have to, right? You got to go in there, deep breaths, mommy. We should do a mommy spa day, me and you. Oh, that'd be such a good. We should do a spa day episode.
I don't want people touching my feet.
Oh,
I think it's
forget
gross.
it. That's the best part. That's when I fall asleep.
So gross. I remember
what makes it gross? Their hands are clean. Your feet are clean.
Yeah, I don't want people touching my feet. I feel like it's the same feeling I get when a car driver comes over. It's like, let me get your bags. It's like, I got my bags.
Oh.
I don't want you to touch my bags. And it's not like I don't want you touching my bags. Like it's so precious. It's I don't want you doing that. Like. We're both people here. You're driving.
I'm moving my parcels.
Yeah, I'll move my own bag. It's okay. I don't want to. I don't know. Just after. I don't know. We're all equal.
You come at both situations with a lot of baggage.
But I don't want my feet. You're gonna touch my why? No one wants that.
Do you rub feet? If like Jess's feet after a long day, does she? Or when she was preggers? No.
No.
Oh wow.
Not my thing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
My feet hurt.
Okay. Your feet hurt.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Sit down.
Yeah. There's a Chinese guy half a mile down. Here's $50.
She's like, I know. I married him. Yeah.
We have a social clip.
Oh, it's amazing. I love you. No, it's funny that you. Yeah, that's when I fall asleep. That's my intermission. When I go to the feet, I'm out. Fall asleep.
Really?
Out cold.
I was in Japan on a USO tour with Sebastian Maniscalco and Sam Tripoli, and we went to a Japanese spa, and it was one of those where you put your feet in the water and the fish come.
Yeah, and suck the calluses off.
I couldn't even do it because it was like
that's weird to me.
It was ticklish.
Though. That's weird though.
Yeah,
they're eating dead skin off your foot.
It was like, what's the point? I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah,
it's like putting peanut butter on your junk. With a dog? No, with fish. It's the same concept. It's the same concept. They're feeding off your body. It's just a different locale. It's the same exact concept. If you dipped your balls in that water, that's the exact same thing. Right?
No, because when they're eating dead skin off your foot, you don't have an orgasm.
Depends on how sensitive your feet are. It's an erogenous zone. It's an erogenous zone for people's.
The feet?
Sucking on toes? Yeah.
Really?
Some people do that.
I think feet is like weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It took me a minute to get into like the foot massage. This is my favorite thing to make awkward in a massage, which is so fun because it's always great. You always have to fill out like the paperwork.
Yeah.
And they say like circle like that. Sometimes they have a body and they say like circle where you want the person to concentrate. I mean, you can't give me that pen and paper. I draw an arrow.
Quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
I draw an arrow on the backside to my butt, like right there, and I go, heavy on the glutes, please. And I just write that all the time, and I just slide that across the table. And I tell them, don't be afraid to get up in there.
But you enjoy a good massage.
I do. It's not right away. I got into it, but then I enjoy a good one. Yeah. I'm super. I keep all my stress in the same spots, like my shoulder blades, all the knots. They feel every time I get a massage, I feel them go, ooh. Like I'll hear them like an audible, like and because they'll get up in those knots. I love that. I get more tense doing it. You do. You don't like it. No. Do you ever have a drink before you go to calm yourself down a little bit? No. Maybe I should. You should have a little mimosa. Maybe we should go to a spa. Let's do it. Do a little mimosa. Almost. When are we on the road again? When we're on the road again together, we'll figure it out. That'd be hilarious. Oh my God, that'd be great. Come on, just robes. Robes. We'll get the hair up. We'll do it. We'll document it. We'll put it on. Put it on the channel. Yeah. Mask. I never did that stuff. I never did that. They do like seaweed wraps. I went to the Dead Sea, and what were you playing there? But I went there, you could float, and they have the mud that's enriched with, all the things or whatever. Oh, the new mineral enriched mud at the bottom, yeah. And you put it on, and I'll tell you, it did feel nice. Pretty good. Yeah, you felt like your skin was so soft afterward. After it was nice. I'm not like a big mud mask things and stuff like that. I've never done that. I don't think I've ever actually didn't realize how bad your face ends up after you get those like facial things, right? Yeah. So then they did it, and I got like we had a show that night. Me and Sal had gone to the spa, and I was like, "Oh, let me try it." They're like, "Oh, do you want to add the?" I was like, "Sure," and it like hurt. And they're like, "Open your pores," and I got on stage, and my face was like gleaming in the light. Oh man, I looked crazy. Yeah, red and blotchy. It was gross. But wouldn't a pig have great skin then? Because they're constantly rolling around in mud. Yeah, for sure. Because it's probably the same mineral enriched mud they're rolling around in. But no, pig skin is famously smooth. Really? Yeah. I think of a pig, I think they're all wrinkly and pig skin. And you're the sports guy. You're the one touting that I love the Penguins. There he goes. I'm about the Goonies today. You're about to. I love the Pens. I know. Yeah. No, it's crazy. Goonies. That house was just for sale. Yeah, that's right. And a guy bought it for, and I'm always shocked. Is he Airbnb in it? $1.6 million. What do you think the most famous house is? Oh, God. What do you think the most famous house? Yeah. What would you say the most famous house? Per feature film is what you're talking about? Feature film home. Oh, boy, that's a good question. It's got to be the Home Alone house, right? That's got to be up there. That's in the conversation. Psycho. Psycho's great. Universal Studios, right? Psycho's great. No, but I mean, just... Not even say, but I was just saying, like the Home Alone house I know was on sale recently. Yep, the Christmas Story house for sure. Cleveland,
That was just for sale recently too. It's crazy. They're
that's
all
a
trying to
big one.
catch in. Maybe post-pandemic, but boy, that's a good question. Gone with the Wind?
No.
It's
dumb. It was a dumb answer. That was as dumb as I didn't even know there was a house in that movie. That was
it's one of the
stupidest. That was the stupidest answer.
It's one of the greatest films of all time.
But that is not one of the greatest houses.
Okay.
Home Alone has home in the title. If I would say, tell me one of the best Gone. It's either Gone in 60 Seconds or Gone with the Wind. They're the best Gone movies.
Home Alone, I agree. Christmas Story, that's a great call.
The Goonies house. I mean, the house there's a big scene in it in the beginning, but it's not really about that. I mean, the Home Alone house is that's really iconic. Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember when I lived in Pasadena, or like you live in L.A., people go crazy over like, that's the Beverly Hills 90210 house, or that's the house from, I know like in Pasadena.
Melrose Place, right?
Halloween house was in Pasadena, I think.
What was it?
Like all those homes or whatever. The one I was super excited about was in Pasadena. Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger. They filmed the video at a mansion in Pasadena.
That's cool.
And I always thought it was over in England.
Oh, shit.
But it was pretty cool.
That's cool, yeah. Yeah, I think those probably be top the houses.
There was a home in my neighborhood in Pittsburgh that they filmed a dinner scene in for Gung Ho with Michael Keaton.
Really?
And that was like the claim to fame
in Pitt
in our neighborhood.
Oh wow! I don't think there's anything famous filmed in my neighborhood in Staten Island. There was a lot of music videos down in the street from me with Wu-Tang. They filmed a lot of stuff on the streets of Staten Island, and I remember there was a video shoot a couple blocks away from me, and that was like the big hubbub back in the day. But yeah,
is there like a Sopranos house or something like that?
Yeah, the Sopranos. The Tony Soprano's house is probably a great call. Tony Soprano's house is a great call.
Where is that?
It's in New Jersey. It's in Paramus, isn't it? Where's
you
Tony
never
Soprano's
hear about
house?
it.
That's in New Jersey.
It's
like the actual. Do you want me to
yeah. Where is that?
You would think that's.
Let's shout out to one hell of a producer, Jiggy. I just said to him, I said, "Where is?" I looked at him dead in the eye. I said, "Where's the Sopranos house?" He goes, "New Jersey, I think." You want me to look it up? He's sitting at a laptop.
I didn't know if you meant specific town or,
I want to know what
Breaking
Breaking
Bad. I
Bad.
thought we nailed the state.
Breaking Bad, that house.
Oh, the Brady Bunch house. The Brady Bunch house.
Oh yeah.
A Full House.
Yeah.
That strip of whatever, right? But the Brady Bunch house for sure is up there,
That's
right?
a good one.
Caldwell, New Jersey.
Caldwell.
Yeah.
Anchor Bank. They understand.
It's 14 Aspen Drive, Caldwell, New Jersey.
Now you're going too hard.
Does it say what it's worth? Let's take a guess.
Go on Zillow.
Take a guess. What would your guess be?
It's got to be, Caldwell, New Jersey. It's got to be a couple million.
New Jersey Sopranos. I'm going to say 2.5.
I would say 3.
Listed the
I said
house
with the cash, 3.5.
for $3.4 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was $1 million off.
I was
Okay, let's guess.
Who lives there now, I wonder?
Let's guess what the Christmas Story house is.
That just sold, right?
Yeah. I don't remember that one.
It's in Cleveland, right?
It's in Cleveland.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot less.
But there's nostalgia factor to
There's
it.
definitely nostalgia, but it's got to be 1.2 maybe. If that.
I would say just a hair over $1 million.
Yeah.
Only because the nostalgia factor.
yeah. I would say that.
Do you want me to look that up?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Just
Sorry.
kidding.
Did you? Sorry.
It's great. Oh, Jiggy. You should be a comedian, buddy.
Oh, I'm working on it. Oh, wow. Well, this is a little plot twist for you. Neither of you guys have already got this. The property was purchased on an auction site for $150,000
What?
by a Californian man named Brian Jones, a self-described superfan of the movie.
150,000?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
We could.
That's
That
crazy.
makes me.
I know.
Like I could have bought that.
You could have had that house. And now where you live? You're living in Nashville, and nobody cares about any houses. It's true. Don't blame me. Name one famous house in Nashville.
The Neverland Ranch, East Coast. That's where Michael Jackson did his
East Coast.
Neverland Ranch.
That's true. I don't know what it looks like though. But I mean,
let's guess the value of Neverland Ranch.
But here's the thing: Neverland Ranch wasn't in something.
But
that was a famous home. If you're going to do that, I'm going to say
Graceland.
Right,
Graceland.
that number one.
Graceland's got to be the number one.
Right.
I wonder what the value of Graceland is, and I wonder what the value of Michael Jackson's home is.
Neverland Ranch.
Because Graceland is a tourist destination, and it generates millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's true.
Neverland Ranch
Doesn't generate.
is a ranch.
Yeah.
And I wonder what the value. So what do you think? Could we look up each one of those, and then what do you think Graceland is worth?
Graceland's got to be worth multiple millions. Multiple millions. It's got to be close to 10. It might even be 10.
12.
It's got to be a $10 million.
It's tough because like I think both properties,
But it's in Memphis, Tennessee. So
you're associating the people with. So there's intangibles in there, but the
Yeah.
actual value of the properties are it's kind of like a different thing. So Neverland was once for sale for up to $100 million.
Holy cow.
shit.
And it sold during 2020, which is I would put an asterisk on that because it was like pandemic, but it sold for $22 billion. Million, I'm sorry.
22 million.
$22 million to billionaire Ron Burkle, who I believe is the
Burkle, he owns the Penguins.
he owns the Penguins and
How the hell? That is a crazy coincidence that you're wearing that shirt and Burkle's got the Neverland.
it's got the Neverland. And
So that was Neverland?
That was
Neverland is 22?
Ranch sold
Oh,
for
so wait, so
$22 million.
Graceland's got to be.
Yeah, but
Graceland's got to be.
keep in mind Neverland Ranch is like 100 acres.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
Graceland is still not a big home, relatively speaking.
I was going to say 12 for Graceland.
It's worth $10 million.
I said 10.
10.
Yeah.
But it's almost priceless. It's almost up there with like the White House.
Sure,
Like, how
yeah.
do you price
the White House, yeah.
Okay, last one. I want to know how much the Christmas Story house is worth.
You said that one.
Weird.
150.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Oh,
should.
no,
I'm at Home Alone. Sorry.
Home Alone. Yes.
Home Alone is the one I wondered because
Kevin
I
the
saw
McAllisters.
Goonies was 1.6. I think is what.
I mean, the Home Alone house is in the outskirts of Chicago, right?
Yeah, so
So
that's
it's got
already a
Good area. Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go 6 million.
6.
Yeah,
I was going to say 3.5 to 4.
you say 6.
2.
Wow, we're both completely off.
Way off.
It's a nice home, but I think they filmed it in like a upper middle class
Sure.
suburb,
Yeah.
amongst other things. $2 million.
Okay, so I got one really wrong.
This is one last one.
You already did that.
I wonder how much is David Copperfield's home worth? I went to someone. I interviewed.
Oh,
him.
wait a minute. I'm sorry. Where does Wayne Newton live? What's that called? That's
Newtonville.
no, that's huge. It was in Vegas Vacation. She went to his house. Remember?
Oh, that's right. It's got a ranch. And
yeah,
everything.
it's
Yeah.
called Wayne World or whatever it is. Newtonville.
World.
Fig Newtons.
When I was in Vegas and I interviewed Copperfield for the Jonathan doc, somebody said to me he has the most expensive property in all of
Right,
Las
doesn't his
Vegas.
house do all some weird shit? Right, it's on like a pedestal. It's like on a lazy
Gorgeous.
Susan. The whole house is like on a lazy Susan. Like he could put the living room on a different. He could put it in a different wing if he wanted.
Got it. David Copperfield's most expensive home it is the most expensive home of all of Las Vegas. It
Can we
has
guess?
its own nightclub.
What?
Yeah. I got the value here. I'm trying to see if I can give you any more context clues. Well, you've been there. But yeah, it's
What would you guess?
I don't
His
know.
home
I
is
don't know
worth?
it at all. I mean, I'm just going off that. I would have to say 25 million. It's the most expensive home in Las Vegas. It's got to be 25.
25. I mean, this is Las Vegas.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of home ownership in Vegas.
No, but there's a lot of money going through there. And there's
Yeah,
a lot of
true.
casino bosses. And
And nobody
presidents there.
getting through more than him or Win. Like it's probably him and Win are the most.
Yeah, I say 35.
We got.
the value is 17.5 million.
God damn it, I'm way off.
You're way off.
I doubled it.
Literally,
You were
double.
right. You were
Literally
right.
double. You said
Yeah.
35, 17.5. You were
Yeah.
half right.
You were.
That house though in Los Angeles or Beverly Hills would be in the 30s, 40s, or 50s.
Yeah,
it's because
sure.
Las Vegas, the real estate is kind of depressed
Different.
as far as like the price goes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Craziness.
Would
That's
you ever
pretty
live in
crazy over
Vegas?
there.
For sure.
You would.
I looked at Henderson for a minute outside Vegas, 15 minutes out. One of my first stories I ever wrote was about a guy from
Would you get
Henderson,
in trouble
Vegas.
though with all the gambling?
I don't think so.
No.
It's never.
Would you
never
still do it for
accessibility.
fun? Because you do it for
I
fun.
do it for fun.
with friends, but when you
Yeah.
live there,
I wouldn't do it for like I wouldn't. I'm not going to the strip to try to get a quick hustle. I mean, it might be what I do if I had like time to go have a fun night.
sure.
But I don't know. I could see myself living in Vegas. I like Vegas. I love entertainment. I love food.
Yeah.
I could make.
You
a
never
living
go
there.
see the shows.
I've been to a bunch of shows, but I'm only in there for a
We
night.
were there last time. I was like, let's go see a show. You're like, I want to gamble.
No, because those guys are all my friends who came in aren't coming to go see a show. I'm only there for a night. Like if I'm there for more than a night, for sure,
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, I would. Maybe I'd pop by Jimmy Kimmel's Club and see New Year's Steve.
Ooh.
I heard it's a great show.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there you go.
All right. Well, let's get to
At the
next one,
link.
I guess. At the link.
All right, let's do it.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Next question. Hold on.
I'm holding.
It was. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay. This is coming to us from Who Better? Who better to answer this question
Oh, here we go.
than two cool moms?
All right, this is it's in the right place.
This is why you're here.
It's in the right place
We're moms.
for sure.
We have expertise in this field. Ready? This is coming us from Kissa. Excuse me. I'm petrified of giving birth, but I'm pregnant. Help. Much love.
Now, little known fact for you: I dealt with this a lot at the baby store giggle.
Actually, yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, it's gonna hurt. Your shit's gonna get ripped up.
My God.
I mean, it's gonna be a mess down there.
Yeah. Yard sale.
That's what happens. But we rebuilt. We rebuilt. We go down. We're gonna rebuild.
Joe, what is the?
It's a knock of assurance. We rebuilt.
You rebuild.
That's fine.
So you're gonna make vagina great again.
Yeah.
Let's rebuild.
Rebuild. I think, yeah, I mean, elasticity is king down there. You know what I mean? It really is.
Yeah.
So.
That has got to be.
Yeah, I mean, they say
so
it's the most
scary.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be because you can't even wrap your head around it.
Well,
every pun intended. You're wrapping your head around your head's coming out of it. But, I mean, there's also just so many variables of like, I want the baby to be safe, healthy. Sure. I want everything to go okay. I don't need, I had both things happen where I had one that went fine and one that was like an alarm system. We had to do an emergency C-section.
Right.
Not for me, but so I had both situations and it was like, oh shit, it's so nerve wracking because you never know which way it's going to go.
Yeah.
You show up hoping everything's going to be fine. It might not be. And, and all this stuff happens. But as far as like it coming out and the aftermath, like, you're on drugs for the in coming out part if you're going to go that route.
Yeah.
And if you're not, women are resilient. You've been doing it for the whole lifetime, so you're going to survive. It's just scary. The unknown, right? It's the unknown. So there's nothing you can really do about that. I would say don't watch anything. Don't watch anything.
Well, don't watch Rosemary's Baby. I would suggest that. Don't
be unprepared. Embrace the unknown because you don't want to watch and be like, oh shit, that's what's going to happen. Because while it's happening, it happened. It's already over. You don't have that, oh my God, this is going to happen to me. It's like, oh, this happens.
Yeah, there's nothing you're going to bring to the table that a hospital has not seen before.
100%.
So they're fully prepared. You're going to be in great hands, and I'm sure whomever your partner is going to be loving and there and being supportive. And you're going to be with family, and it's going to be great. And I also think there's got to be something subconsciously that happens to a woman over the course of the 9 months where you're preparing yourself.
Your body.
Your body's like, it's coming. And I think there's got to be this mental fatigue of like, almost both times my wife was like, all right, let's just go.
Yeah, you're right. Every woman at the end is like ready for it to happen.
Just let's get this over with. So I think there's almost, yes, you're nervous, but you're also kind of like excited to get past it and meet this wonderful blessing that's coming around the bend.
You haven't met him. You don't know.
Well,
you don't
know
so.
Right?
Let's hope. Where were you?
Where was I?
When your wife got pregnant?
Vegas at the was it Cheetahs?
Stone Pony.
Yeah.
Where were you when your wife got pregnant? Where were you when your wife got the water break? Oh, were you around?
Yeah, I was.
Because you're on the road a lot, right? So that's tough. Would you?
Well, fortunately, my daughter was born the day before the first table read of Sullivan's Son.
Oh my goodness!
So
what amazing!
I knew it was coming. And we were filming the pilot of Sullivan's Son. Or we got past the pilot. It was the first episode.
Sullivan's Son was that long ago?
2012, yeah.
Wow.
When you guys premiered, that's when we premiered.
Oh, yeah.
So 12 is when it happened, and I remember we're gearing up for it, and I'm like, boy, I hope this baby comes before the first taping, And then I got the phone call. I remember being in the writer's room.
You were in the room. You were at work.
Writer's room.
How far are you from the house?
Like 10 minutes.
It
was great. And then rushed to the hospital,
Picked her up first or she met you there?
Picked her up, took her to the hospital.
In-laws in or she's by herself?
I'm sorry?
She's got in-laws at the house with her or you're her parents?
Just us.
So she's by herself at home. Oh.
Yeah.
Here it comes. beep boop boop. Papa Bear.
I think it's
bring her in. Bring her in.
Yeah.
And you fly home, and she's in the kitchen waiting for you to show up for 10.
Yep.
Got it.
Got the bag packed. Everything.
You had to go bag?
She's ready.
She has a go bag.
She's so prepared.
Great. Okay.
Go to the hospital. You know,
baby comes
I think
out.
like 8-10 hours later.
Okay.
Had the baby.
8 or 10. Okay, cool.
And then at the table read the next day, and I remember like, you know, everybody clapped, and Christine Ebersol was like, "This is a good sign for the show." And
Oh, it's sweet.
it was just like, I don't know. It's just, I mean, how often are you going to start a
babies
TV
are
show?
born. Yep.
And the, you know, one of your leads is, you know, just had a baby, his first baby.
Cool.
It was really a great experience. It was a nice way to build camaraderie, and it was fun.
And talk to me about the letdown when Kent came. So
Yeah,
you just gotten canceled.
By the way, not too far off. Yeah.
No. So what was the situation? Were you home with your son as well?
Yeah, I was booked to go to DC, and I was like, I do want to be on the road and get a phone call and fly home. And she was nervous, and Jess is like crying. And then, literally the day before I'm supposed to fly out, we had
Gotcha.
And then I was off to DC the next day.
Right after.
So it was a great experience. I mean, both of them were
Fantastic.
just amazing. Yeah, and I think when you see that happen, you just, I don't know, you just have a lot of empathy and respect for, you know,
That's great.
for the gal. How about you?
First one, I'm on set in Brooklyn, and she's out on Long Island. Phone rings. I didn't even tell anybody. We're filming. It's rolling. It's on camera.
left.
It's on camera. I pulled the thing out of my ear on the BTS. It was Mur's turn.
Wow.
I'm like, I'm out. I gotta go. And I run. And that's
Everybody knew that.
everybody knew it was
happening.
coming. Yeah. And I was like, I gotta go. I jumped in my car and left. And I took the mic. I was still mic'd. I ran in with the microphone on.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even realize I had it on. Ran out, booked it home, and in that episode of Jokers, it's season 2. I think it's in the card store where we're reading card stores of people.
Yeah.
We filmed it as a Joker versus Joker because I had to leave.
Oh,
So
wow.
we didn't want to lose the day. They had already shot Sal's turn, which was really good, I think, and then Murr too. It's somebody and somebody.
Sure.
So somebody went first. It was a really good turn. I'm waiting to go. We're ready to bang it out, and boom, I got the call. So I left. So we just picked up later in the week. We picked up, made it the intro to make it a Joker versus Joker. So we didn't lose the content. And then I got home. My sister lived by there, so Carla came and sat with Bess until I got there. Got her. We went there, did the whole labor thing. All worked out. Baby came out. And then with Remo, I was... Oh, and then right after that, that weekend, we were playing in Long Island. We were playing the Westbury Theater in the Round.
Oh, wow.
So everybody said, I couldn't come, whatever. And I was talking to Bessie, and I was like, and she's like, it's down the street. Like, it literally was 15 minutes from my house. She's like, it's down the street, go. She's home with the baby. She's like, what are you going to do? The baby's,
Sure,
sleeping.
yeah.
So the 3 boys came out. This is one of my highlights of my career, performing live. The 3 guys came out. And then they all apologized. Joe couldn't be. Joe just had a baby, as you all know. Everybody claps, whatever, and you hear a couple O's and whatever. And then the lights flicker, and I love what you call me. Big Papa comes on, and I walk out fucking dancing, and the boys all come out.
Oh, did they know?
They knew I was
that?
there. Yeah, we did like that. Yeah, they didn't know I was going to come. I showed up at the green room, like, hey, I'm going to do it.
Oh,
and which was really cool. And they're like, how are we going to do this? Because nobody thinks you're here. Blah blah blah. And I was like, let's do it like that, and it was really fun. And then Remo,
Here we go.
I was around. I wasn't filming. I was home, I think. I was home, actually.
Yeah.
We were off. And Bessie, we went in, and it was a gruesome 20 hours when they ended up having to cut him out because she started running a fever. So she had to get a C-section. And that was rough for she didn't want it because her mind maternally, of course, was like, I have a 3-year-old at home. I can't not be able to pick her up for 6 weeks, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
And so it took her a minute. The doctor was like, this has to happen, so I'll give you guys a minute. And I left, and she like vented it out. We talked it out, calmed down, and that was it. But and then he had to be in the NICU, which was unfortunate for a couple of days that he had to be there. So we did that whole thing, but it was just because precautionary because she ran a fever. He was all good, thank God. And then and that was it. Yeah. And then we have 2. Now I have 2 kids, and you have 2 kids,
And that's it.
That's it. Done.
That'll do it.
And one and done for both of us. And girl, boy.
Girl, boy.
And what's the spread? How old?
3.
Me too. No, 2 for me. 2 for me. Yeah, 3. That's great.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
For us.
Living squeeze. That's so you're going to be fine. It's going to be no problem.
Yeah. It's the best. Yeah. Enjoy the experience, and then
Stretch.
stretch. Eat whatever you want right now. Go crazy.
100%.
You earned it.
100%.
Have fun.
Ice cream for dinner.
Okay. I don't know about this one.
Okay. I love when you start
from
a question
Robert.
that way. Robert?
Hi, Two Cool Moms. I want to start by telling you how much I appreciate you and how much joy you brought me through laughter and comedy. Joe, you're cool too.
Nice.
My question is a remix of one from an episode past. My version is to Joe, not to put you on the spot. Well, I don't know. What was your favorite episode of Sullivan's Son, Steve? What was your favorite episode of Jokers? I don't know episodes, but I know
moments,
bits from the show. But I've told you this 100 times. The Aladdin Genie thing. To this day, I could watch that, and I have the same reaction now as I would back then.
Right.
I mean, just full on tears.
Mm-hmm.
It's so goddamn funny. I mean, there's so many elements. If you broke it down, you understand why it's funny, but there's also like, I don't want to do the math. I just want to enjoy this thing.
Yeah.
You know? And it's genuinely hilarious to the point where you could show it to a child that's 7, daughter who's 10, my wife, and me. I mean, this is the gamut of humanity, and we're all dying laughing watching this thing.
Yeah.
It's one of the funnest bits I've seen. And then the other one I love is when Murr had to inhale the helium and the other gas at the conference,
and it changes his voice. So great, so great.
And it just
can't believe we were able to pull that off. That was so fun.
God, it's so funny.
He had a headache for like 2 days after that. He was like, definitely messed him up his biology. Yeah, I love and Sullivan's Son. I always loved your stuff the most because I found you very relatable. I'm a big fan. You and Roy. I loved Roy. So I loved all you guys. Like, you know that. Like, I thought you were all very funny in the show. But one of the ones I remember, and it kind of maybe because I know you too, is the pep talk. I forget the actor's name, but he was on Big Bang Theory.
Kunal Nair.
Kunal Nair.
Yeah.
When plays the douchebag who's doing the what do you call it, and you have him and you're holding him against the bar, and he's going back and forth between the characters.
Yeah.
I thought that was so smart. That had to be such a fun thing to write, and I thought it was. Both of the way you two guys played off that whole thing.
He was great. Really I think what we always did was with any of the guest stars, we'd reach out to them and say, hey, would you like to come by and hang out? And he was on TBS, and he was the one cast member for Big Bang that was like receptive to it. So we said, well, could we meet with you before we do anything? He said, of course. And we always did this with the guest stars was we'd sit down with them and say, what's something you'd love to do?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, everybody sees me as a nerd. I'd love to be like the opposite, you know, kind of like Stefan and Urkel, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, that's fun. Even when Ken came on, we did stuff with him. And Caliendo, it's funny, like Caliendo, he's like, everybody has me on and they just want me to do voices. I'd like to do something more. And we're like, well, what do you want to do? He's like, well, I don't know. Let's just do voices. I was like, okay. So we just sat him down with Christine Ebersol and he rattled through like, you know, his greatest hits. And it was so, I mean, he was so good. But Kunal was great. Kunal was really awesome. And I remember when we did the episode with Ken, there was this kid we met like somewhere on the East Coast. He came to a Sullivan & Son live show by himself, just this Asian kid by himself. And we ended up talking to him during the show. And then I was like, well, why are you by yourself? He's like, well, I don't have many friends. But I was like, you're coming out with us tonight. So we took him out that night. We got him. All right,
you said this. You befriended him. Then he came to the taping.
He came to the taping with Ken, and he's in the scene. And there's a thing where we would do this when we'd go out. We'd buy a bottle, and we'd bring people from the show afterwards with us, or we'd go, we're going to this pub across the street, and everybody would come over and meet us, and we just get a bottle. We go, baby birds, and we'd feed everybody shots, baby birds. So I said, Ken, take this bottle and just do baby birds, and we made him. I held his head, and Ken's pointed down. We shake his head. And he's like,
"Yeah, that's so great."
That was such a cool little memory.
Moment.
Yeah.
It's good that you had those. It's crazy to think about that and that those little moments that you're able to string together, but also your journey as being able to entertain in so many different formats, right? Like I think about that all the time.
But
like
it's same for you guys, and same for you, especially now you're branching off on your own.
Too. Yeah, doing like the stand-up stuff too. But just it's so funny how like you could make so many different ways that we're able to entertain somebody, even through here. Like there's been I get stuff on here that people like. I get stuff. I didn't know your show. Like, I guess they find it or whatever, right?
Sure.
They find Two Cool Moms. They're like, I didn't really know your show. I didn't know Steve's show, blah, blah, blah. My friend told me it was a good podcast, and it blows me away. It's like, I feel like we've been around doing something forever, and people still find you. It's crazy.
Well,
right?
you think about how many episodes have we?
This is probably around 50 now.
By the way, this is nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, 50 is like nothing compared to all the podcasts we know that are so popular in the top 10 or whatever.
Well, a lot of them get started and don't make it past, they say 20 is the number, right? Isn't that what you told me, Jake? 20. Once you make it past 20, you're considered like somebody who's actually doing it.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of them start and stop. It's hard. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but it can be a lot of fun.
I have fun.
But I also think that we're still like in diapers when it comes to the podcast space.
Sure. And also us figuring out like the format and what's fun and whatnot. Because our episodes are great. Like sometimes we'll just get in there and talk about heart. And then sometimes it's just all about fart. Like we're just like, it doesn't make any sense. We're just making dumb jokes. We don't help anybody. But then some of them, I feel like we're like, oh, we're doing actually the mom's work out here.
It's so funny. The other day, Kent said, "What time is it?" And I go, "It's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock rock." you always say that towards the end of your set.
I would just do that joke for you now. Yeah,
I do love it.
We got time for one more.
Well, that's good. Okay, here there was a great question I'd seen here. Okay, well this is quick and to the point.
Go.
It's coming to us from Brian. Hey, moms, love the show. Quick question: What's for lunch
today? Veggie Grill.
Veggie Grill.
We're going to Veggie Grill today. I'm gonna get a fake buffalo chicken sandwich, and I'm bringing you with me, Mommy. It's healthy food. You need some healthy living. Get you a little bit of healthy food.
I don't know why you can't just have a real chicken.
I don't know if it's healthier.
Eat a real...
I'm not gonna get on my soapbox and be like it's healthy. I don't know. It's what I could eat if I want a chicken sandwich because I don't eat meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll have like the wings.
Oh, they got the great fake wings.
Boneless, fake.
Yeah, they call them legs.
Really?
Yeah, the drumsticks, I think they call them.
All right, we're going to Veggie Grill.
Veggie Grill.
Yeah.
You gonna come there, or where do you want to go? If you pick, where do you want to go? You want to go to that new Asian place, don't you?
No, it's not
and I'm
new.
not saying that. We spoke about it earlier. Has nothing to do with what he has going on upstairs.
That's, but it is. I love that place. Love it.
Okay,
I'll go tomorrow. Okay, this is coming to us from David.
This
is our last one.
Okay.
My name is David. I'm an up and coming comedian. I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
Oh yeah. Just played Toledo. It was great.
First question, would you guys like to stop by? And the second is, would you guys ever do a TV show together?
Oh, my God, I would love that. You kidding me?
That would be hilarious.
It'd be
I
so
would love
fun.
to do a TV show. I would love to do just another show in general.
But me and you together, our version of Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, my God.
That'd be so fun.
You know what I always thought would be a great show is... This is so bad. Daryl Hall and John Oates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like they both have the mullets, the hair, the mustache. They're private eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They solve cases during the day.
Okay.
And then the cases they crack, they write songs about them and they showcase them at night. And that was the career before they blew up and became Hall and Oates.
That's amazing.
And I always thought Maneater.
Yeah.
Do a show about, a woman that's going out murder. And you have like the mullet and it's all 80s. I think it'd be so funny.
A great show.
But anyways, I would love to do. I'd love to do a sitcom with you. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Sitcom would be great.
We'll do it. We'll field all offers from Hollywood. Just send them to
we're ready, guys.
At 2 Cool Moms Pod on Instagram. That's where you reach us for anything.
We're looking for a collaboration on a multicam with Scorsese.
Yeah, if Scorsese available. If Scorsese's there.
Hit us with Scorsese, a little Coppola. Get out of the vineyard.
Franny Ford wants to come on
Copes.
out. Come on out, Copes.
Yeah, Speaks.
Franny Ford, yeah, Speaks. You want to jump in?
You know what we're about.
Yes, this is where we're at.
Patty Jenks.
You want a Jenky Jenks? Come on through. You want three? We'll do. We're so where do I sign? Is what we're saying.
We're waiting.
Here we are. And if
Jason Reitman.
I like how you used his full name. Everybody else, you got a nickname. You're like, also Jason Reitman. Thank you so much for listening to 2 Cool Moms. We love you. Subscribe. Come see us out and about.
Yes, SteveByrneLive.com, Jimmy Kimmel's Comic Club in Las Vegas every other Thursday.
That's right. And I am at JoeGattoOfficial.com. Definitely coming to a city, state, or country near you.
Ooh, enticing. What's happening?
Little tease. Ooh, tune in next week when I'll announce them, maybe.
These 2 cool mommies love you, so show us some love.
Please rate us, review us, follow us on all social media, and subscribe to our YouTube.